broadcast to the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So that one will be accepted. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Simeon now on second down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw is Simeon. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Ivory with his first carry. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. CJ with a nifty move. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big-time run there by Anderson. And even 50 yards. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are in for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And this is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and got his man, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Bortles. It's caught right side, it turns. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Bortles will try again on second down. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a run with Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw on second is Simeon. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Simeon. Trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. yards on the punt there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Simeon on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Simeon on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on third down, Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
In the red zone this time. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in the game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Simeon. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Third and long, it's Simeon. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 33. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Bortles going to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, 34 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Bortles now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Anderson. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw is Simeon. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. First down throw, Simeon. The catch is made, Benny Fowler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Benny Fowler, 79 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bortles now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bortles to throw once more. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. third and long. It's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now it's Simeon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Puslesny. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And tough starting field position here. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Watch it. Over.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, Simeon. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. He'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now hitting. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Bortles. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Bortles to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they put that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It'll go as a gain of 9. And the Jags are going to have a first down. Now Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. One final try now for Bortles. Forced out to his left. And eventually take him down here. Great